Commissioner. Now, please welcome the host of tonight's reception, Head Consul of the Consular Office of Japan in Anchorage, Mr. Kiyohiko Hamada.
Hello, can you hear me? Good evening, konbanwa. Thank you for coming in spite of all the difficulties outside, chilly and windy, gusty wind, but I hope this wind will subside pretty soon. Once again, thank you very much for attending this National Day reception in celebration of 66th birthday of His Majesty the Emperor Naruhito of Japan. Actually, His Majesty's birthday is February 23rd. So His Majesty's official celebration programs will take place on Monday next week in Japan. As you know, the landslide victory of the leading parties, the Liberal Democratic Party and Nippon Ishin-no-Kai Party, in the recent general elections made really history in Japan. Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi, she's going to visit Washington, D.C. next month and hold a bilateral meeting with President Donald Trump. Last year, the two countries reached a historic agreement, including strategic investment. The agreement itself is aimed to strengthen economic security, promote economic growth, and thereby continuously lead to global prosperity. The two leaders will likely recommit to maintaining a close partnership, further strengthening the ever stronger relationship between Japan and US. Here in Alaska, energy and resource development, most notably the Alaska LNG project, has been gaining momentum with strong support from the federal government. Japanese companies have also expressed interest, and further progress is anticipated. I expect there will be new opportunities of cooperation between Japan and Alaska. To this end, the Consular Office of Japan is happy to work with the state and people of Alaska for moving forward. The bilateral relation in the field of security is also stronger than ever. The Self-Defense Forces of Japan and the U.S. Air Force and Army of Alaska have been continuously conducting annual joint training exercises. I'd like to express our sincere gratitude to the military leaders and officers in Alaska for their continued cooperation. Today we have the pleasure of U.S. military officers formerly stationed in Japan attending this reception. Thank you for your friendship and for being here today. As you know, there are 8 sister city relations between Japan and Alaska. And I'm happy to say that they maintain active exchanges between their counterpart municipalities. Last year, Mayor Suzanne LaFrance visited Chitose city of Hokkaido to return a visit made by Mayor Yokota in the previous year. We look forward to hearing more from Mayor LaFrance later. On a personal note, I'm happy to announce that I finally completed visiting all 8 sister cities of Japan in Alaska by visiting beautiful Sitka and Ketchikan last year. I'm just wondering if I should call it mission complete Oh, I should go around the second round. Tonight, we prepared Japanese cuisine and Alaska cuisine, and also premium Japanese sake and Japanese wine for your enjoyment. As you might know, the traditional Japanese cuisine and the sake making, sake brewing practices were inscribed on the list of the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritages. So I hope you will enjoy these heritages. Time flies. Since this is already my third year working here in Alaska, and during this time, during various activities of our office, I have had the privilege of meeting so many nice people and engaging in diverse exchanges. I'd like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude for all the support and kind cooperation. I look forward to continuously work with you to further strengthen Japan-Alaska relationship and friendship. Thank you so much.
Now, please welcome our first guest speaker tonight, Anchorage Mayor Suzanne LaFrance.
Thank you so much. Good evening and hello everyone. It is an honor to join you tonight in celebrating National Day and the birthday of His Majesty the Emperor Naruhito. On behalf of the people of Anchorage, I extend our warmest wishes to the people of Japan. Thank you for hosting us at this wonderful event. Today, as we honor His Majesty, we also celebrate the strong and lasting friendship between our communities and our countries. Anchorage and Chitose, Japan have been proud sister cities for 56 years. And we also have some sister city commissioners here, and if you all would raise your hands, thank you so much for serving. Last October, I had the privilege of visiting Chitose as part of the Sister Cities delegation. Everywhere we went, we were welcomed with kindness, generosity, and gracious hospitality, and lots of delicious food. I might add there was also some really good beer too. At City Hall, we saw photographs and mementos from Anchorage, including a stuffed polar bear and even a picnic table crafted from a tree that was here but then had been planted in Chitose, and when they expanded, they had to take down the tree and made it into this wonderful picnic table. We also visited Anchorage Park in Chitose, and seeing our name there reminded me that even though we live far apart, our communities are closely connected. Our sister city relationship is about learning from one another, growing together, and building strong bonds. And that kind of friendship that is built on understanding and mutual respect is something we deeply value. We are grateful to the people of Chitose and Japan for their continued commitment to sustaining and strengthening this relationship across generations. Beyond our sister city relationship, Alaska and Japan also share a robust economic partnership. Japan remains our second largest export partner with a particular focus on an industry beloved by both of us, seafood. This trade relationship strengthens our economy and fosters the kind of deep community and cultural connections that only food can create. And of course, tourism plays a key role in strengthening our economies as well as the bonds between our two nations. And we have other areas of cooperation as well. The strategic importance of Alaska in national defense is recognized by both our nations. Looking to the future, we're exploring new ways to work together on energy projects, and we share goals for sustainable development. We have a strong Japanese immersion program here at Sand Lake Elementary, Mears Middle School, and Diamond High School. And I know that we've got educators here. We have principal of Sand Lake, And then we also have some folks who were part of the immersion program. Would you all just raise your hands? This immersion program is something that we can all be really proud of. It's very special and very unique, and we want to make sure that we keep it strong. And as mayor, I remain committed to fostering a vibrant, accepting community that recognizes the value of our varied histories, our heritages, and our backgrounds. We appreciate the value and honor that you bring to this community. And tonight, as we celebrate Japan's National Day, we celebrate the enduring friendship between Japan and the United States, and between Chitose and Anchorage. May that friendship continue to grow in the years ahead. And so, on behalf of the people of Anchorage, I wish Emperor Naruhito a happy birthday. To no heka otanjabi makoto ni omedetou gozaimasu.
Thank you, Mayor LaFrance, for those sincere words. For our next speaker, please welcome the Deputy Commissioner of the Department of Labor and Workforce Relations, Nelson San Juan.
Konbanwa. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to be here today to help celebrate the 66th birthday of His Majesty, the Emperor of Japan. I'd like to extend my gratitude to Head Consul Kiyohiko Hamada for his kind invitation to attend today's celebration. My name is Nelson San Juan, and I have had the pleasure of serving as a Deputy Commissioner for the Department of Labor and Workforce Development since 2018. In the audience, I would like to recognize some of my colleagues. Mr. Randy Ruaro, please wave your hand. He's the Executive Director of Pareda and Deputy Chief of Staff for the Governor's Office, Special Business, please wave your hand. And our Special Assistant to Commissioner's Office, Adam Weiner. Before joining our department, Adam Weiner worked with the Japanese Consular Office in Anchorage for over 10 years. Those years, he gained a strong understanding of the benefits of working within foreign business environments and cross-cultural work experience. Commissioner Munoz and I wouldn't be able to do this job without Adam in our team and his experience that he brought from working with the Japanese government. His work ethic and knowledge is phenomenal. Thank you, Adam. Having served for over 30 years in the Department of Labor, primarily in supporting major industries such as seafood industry, I have seen the deep and enduring ties between Alaska and Japan, built on mutual respect, shared values, and decades of friendship. From cultural exchanges, joint military cooperation, and to decades of economic partnership, our relationship continues to strengthen and enrich both regions. But it is the personal relationship with my friends that had made biggest impact on my life. When I first started working with the Department of Labor in the 90s, I met a Japanese-American man named Robert Seto from Yokohama, Japan. Robert worked in Alaska's seafood industry for over 60 years. He was the Vice President of North Pacific Seafoods. For those of you who's not familiar, it's a processing plant, but it's commonly called canneries. They have multiple locations in the state of Alaska for, I would say, 100 years. And actually, he just called me last night just to check on me. He was saying that he's enjoying his retirement. He's in Hawaii golfing. So he's over 80 years old, and that's the kind of relationship I have with my friends. I believe in long-term relationship. During his watchful eyes, I was able to learn about the dynamics of Alaska's seafood industry and Japanese-owned businesses. and how my work with the department can help support the industry workforce. Another friend, Tony Nagasawa. Tony and I work together to champion economic development efforts in Alaska. Relationships like these, and through your relationship with your friends from across the Pacific and here in Alaska, are the future of Alaska and Japan relationship. I am a firm believer in investing time and effort into building a deep and lasting connection. And so on behalf of the state of Alaska, we extend our warmest wishes to His Majesty on his 66th birthday, and to the people of Japan for their continued prosperity and peace. Arigato and gozaimasu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Commissioner, for those kind words. Now, we would like to have a final toast be made by the Japan-Alaska Association President, Mr. George Tobert.
こんばんは、皆さん。Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow everyone, fellow Rangers. Yes, I'm a bit overdressed. Okay, I'm a GRQC instructor at a high school here in town, and we have our formal military ball tonight. So once this is done, I've got to head over to the ball. All right, so there'll be, yeah. But hey, anything for His Majesty, okay? All right. Okay, so, Kiyo, thank you for your kindness of hosting this, okay? And your staff, always a brilliant stuff that you always do. And like I said, last 1 month when we were in D.C., the Japanese ambassador at the embassy, Japan was blessed. I mean, Alaska was blessed by having hosted Kiyohiko Hamada at head of office. Okay, so other than that, may the relationship between Alaska and Japan do nothing but prosper. May the relationship between the United States of America and Japan continue to grow and prosper. And may His Majesty, the Emperor of Japan, have the greatest birthday ever. Come by, everyone!
That concludes the ceremonial part, number 7. I would like to convey to you our deepest gratitude for joining us this evening. Please be sure to drop by the booths in the back of the hall